Good morning. I hope you had a good, although no doubt strangely different, Easter yesterday. Today is Easter Monday, and I read yesterday that it's also called Bright Monday or Renewal Monday, and it's the beginning of what is referred to as a bright week. And traditionally, I read that siblings and or spouses wake each other up by pouring buckets of water on each other, or sometimes they douse each other in water, and it's supposed to represent baptism. It's crazy, right? Can you imagine doing that to your partner or your brother or sister? You know what else is crazy? This weather. We're supposed to have these really bad wind gusts today, all day long. Even my chickens don't want to come out of the coop. Sometimes we get a warning when a storm is about to hit. We were warned yesterday about this horrible weather and wind today. But sometimes, like a tornado or a coronavirus, it comes so quickly and without warning. There's no time to prepare. There's no place that's safe. And in that instant, just like with this virus, life gets turned upside down and nothing is the same. And we have to learn to adjust to a new way of living with no idea when it's going to end. Wow, that's enough, I think, to get us depressed, anxious, fearful. Yet we read in John 14, the night Jesus is arrested, that he says, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I don't give it the way the world gives. So don't let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." In other words, stop being afraid. Let your hearts be free from worry. See, I'm giving you my peace, and it's nothing at all like the world's. You don't have to earn it or build it or create it out of your own resources. I'm giving it to you. Stop stressing out and just receive it. It sounds wonderful, right? I want that, don't you? But what exactly is this peace that Christ speaks of? It's clearly not circumstantial. I mean, he promises it in the middle of the worst time of his life. The thing is, the idea of peace is grounded in this Hebrew word called shalom. Shalom is more than just the absence of conflict. In fact, one of the indicators for Christ's shalom, this peace, is the way it sustains us in the middle of conflict and strife. And it's not just some future hope. It's something Jesus said we can experience now. And if it's a promise from Christ, then we have to believe that it's true and possible in the best days of life and the worst, right? But that's the hard part. Believing it when I have no idea what's in store for all of us, or when this pandemic will end, when I'm worried if I or someone I know will be the next to get it, when I'm concerned about finances and that growing pile of bills. But the more I thought about it, it dawned on me that finding that kind of peace, if finding that kind of peace meant that we needed to know what was going to happen, don't you think God would have designed some way for us to actually see into the future and know those things so we could be prepared better? He didn't, which means there must be a path to peace even when we have no idea what the future holds. And there is. And I think it's acceptance, but not acceptance in a hopeless way. Oh no, it's just the opposite. See, I believe it's coming to a point where we can accept that we can't always know how things will work out. And the thing is, when I started doing that, I found a sort of freedom in accepting that I don't have to know because I know the one who does. See, it's having faith that Christ is here and in my what's ahead, so I don't have to fret about it. Whenever wherever you're at right now, and however much fear, anxiety, or worry you've been dealing with, maybe today, try and think back on all that God has shown you in the past. Because over and over, he reminds us that he loves us, that he is in control, that he is good, and that all we need to do is trust him with all we are feeling and going through. And when you start doing that, when you start going over and over all the things God has seen you through, it's amazing how you will start to feel that peace come over you. See, the world's idea of peace is based on achievements, success, accomplishments, all our problems being solved. The problem is that peace is only possible if you manage to dodge any suffering or loss. And I don't know about you, but I'm not very good at dodging anything. But the peace Jesus offers is radically different. It's peace in the midst of problems, in the midst of worry and fear, in the midst of uncertainty, and in the midst of a coronavirus. It's that calm in my heart, knowing He's got my back, even when I can't see it or feel it right now. That's the peace, the shalom God offers all of us, even and maybe most especially now in the middle of this pandemic. So my friends, if you feel like you're in a crappy place right now, that's okay, but don't stay there too long. Instead, make a deliberate effort to turn your cares over to Christ. Say what they are. See, that's the important part. You got to speak it out and consciously allow Him to take them. And then let Him replace them with His peace. At least try it. I'm telling you, it works. You know, many things in life are a mystery to me. But this one thing I know for sure. God is for you. Always has been, always will be. So today, please stay home. Stay safe, stay hopeful, keep washing your hands. Remember, we can get through this if we stick together and stick close to God. So hang in there. Know I love you, I'm praying for you, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Peace.